What's up, everybody? It is your girl Forever Fifi here, back at it again with another video. But first, I gotta show y'all this shirt. It says just God, because that's exactly what got me through this year. This video is going to be about kind of my reflection of 2019 and just how I persevered through this year. What did my mood board mean to me? I actually got some questions in my Lucky Ducky journal here to talk about kind of how I went through it. Without further ado, class is in session. Let's go. So the first question that I'm going to answer is, what was the purpose of me creating a mood board? So the purpose of me creating a mood board is to kind of give myself a visualization of my goals. You know, what are some things that I want to accomplish? Remind me like, hey, you know, if I'm going through a tough time, this is what I can look at to show me to, you know, to persevere. So it's kind of like, it serves as like a motivational piece. I really love my mood board. Like, it's crazy that 2019 is already over because like my mood board has really just helped me. Question, which is, what was the theme of my mood board? I had a mantra as well, which was switch your mindset. So this year for me was all about switching my mindset, trying to create this positive mindset, this better mindset. I've been talking about switching my mindset ever since the beginning of the year because I feel like I was the person that was holding myself back a lot of times. I was the person that was doubting myself, that was telling myself that I couldn't do all of these things that I wanted to do, and that's what kept getting to me, and I allowed it to. So I think that this year was all about switching it and catching it. A lot of things changed within me once I started thinking that way. I was a big person on self-doubt, self-playing yourself, period. I was just playing myself, you know. So that having that switch in mindset really kind of helped create that for me. Another thing was becoming Queen Fifi. So when I was in class, we were able to choose 3 words to describe 2019 for us, and we did this in January. And my 3 were be challenged, be transparent, and become. And they had to begin with B, so that was another thing. That was kind of the mastermind behind becoming Queen Fifi, the becoming Queen Fifi, and then also, of course, Michelle Obama. And then another, like I said, theme or quote what was with me was that I created for myself was challenging myself through inner recognition towards outer growth. Like I said, this year for me was all about working on myself internally. What it means for me to challenge myself internally is to listen to myself internally. I think a lot of times I try to, in the past, have tried to please other people, listen to other people, hear what other people got to say, versus listening to what Fifi has to say in here, to what God has to say in here, that I end up just not listening to myself. And as far as like the color and the creation, I really wanted it to be vibrant and uplifting. As you all see, I have flowers all over the mood board, and you know, a camera and things like that, because you know, hey, camera, this right here, which I'm just so happy about. You know, mental collection, mindfulness, peacefulness, that was all really important for me. So that's kind of the theme I wanted to go around. So the third question is, what was the process of creating the mood board? So the process was actually really fun. Like, I can't really describe all the like the emotions and like the levels I went through. First of all, of course, I had to get a bunch of magazines together, as well as I created a list of words that I knew I wanted on my mood board that I feel like would speak to me when I saw them. I'm a very visual person and words of affirmation type of person, affirmation person. So I knew that I was going to need like words to like that spoke to me. And I had a list of like people that I wanted on my vision board, because like, you know, what is a vision board or a mood board without pictures of like different things? So I had to have like pictures of stuff to like describe it as well. So I did that first. So before I even created my mood board, I created that list. I created kind of like what I visualized. I didn't know exactly how it was going to look, but I knew what I wanted on there. So that's what I ended up creating first. So yeah, 4th question. We almost out of this piece. It's only 5 questions, by the way. So yeah. 4th question. Did I accomplish everything on my mood board for 2019? Definitely say that I at least grew in every area. Say this like speaking to existence. Now, when it came to speaking in 2019, I did have a couple of opportunities where I spoke. I did, for one, first of all, met a motivational speaker, and this was through me talking about, you know, what I wanted to do in class. As a grad student, you kind of just talk about the things that you want to do in life, especially related to the field, which my field is higher education, student affairs. Secondly, I spoke at like a conference, and then I'm speaking at another conference in 2020. So I would say I did try to challenge myself to start speaking. Now, I think I did have a big goal of starting to put little motivational messages on Instagram, but that's something that I would say I didn't accomplish personally, which is fine because we have plenty of time, because this is going up now, you know, and I feel like this is motivational conversation. The second section would be feel, self-embodiment, self-care, body positivity. I would say yes, a whole check right here, girl, because I definitely am more confident within my body. You know, I feel like 2018, I was so concerned about, you know, how I looked, how my body looked, how, you know, if I had a muffin top or not, you know. And now I'm like, look, I got the body that I got. I can work out. I can eat whatever I want to eat. I can do whatever I want to do, you know, because my body is my body. I don't have to have my body looking a certain way in order to feel confident, feel beautiful. I think that it was mostly about just looking at myself in a healthy way, treating myself healthily, even the way I look, how my body looks and feels right now. We will be right back after this short break. All right, so we are back after that short commercial break. The next session was more so focused on spirituality and interconnectedness, and making sure that I am focusing and in zine with myself and with God. I think my relationship with God grew tremendously. I did a 40-day devotion with one of my good friends, Aaron, who I often do devotions with in the Bible app. If you ain't got the Bible app, you know, if you're focused on like trying to grow and connect with God and your spiritual self, I would say definitely highly recommend Bible app. Also, Bible app, if y'all want to sponsor me, I would not mind. And that's the reason why I bought this ring. So it says blessed, is what the ring says. And it was just like I said, it served as like a visualization for myself. And when I look at this ring, I think I realized that I can always come back to God. I just feel like I was finally committing myself, you know, and I didn't have to go to church. I didn't have to get baptized to do any of those things. The last section was being myself and authenticity. This is a section that when it came to me trying to grow within myself, I feel like authenticity is something that I had. It's like sometimes I will hide in certain crowds or in front of certain groups. I show certain parts of myself and didn't show certain parts of myself. You know, I feel like I was not always able to be authentic. So this year, I feel like through everything that I did, you know, going through the year, from sometimes, you know, I didn't do it, but, you know, I really tried my best to make sure that I was being myself and being true from within, because I was tired of hiding certain things from certain people that I felt like bothered me and that made me the person who I am, you know, and not being able to speak up about those things. So this section was all about just shining my true light. And I think that is important, like shining your light and really truly being yourself, being who you are from within. I definitely think that this is an area that I can continue to grow in, as all these areas are, from, you know, body positivity and self-care to speaking and to spirituality and to being my authentic self. I feel like it's all areas that it's a continuing growing stage. And that's why I put them on here, because I knew that it was time for me to really intentionally start growing in these areas. And I feel like I definitely have. Like, I'm truly blessed, you know, I'm smiling right now because I'm just blessed to start living into the person that I feel like I want to be. Fifth thing is creating my mood board 2020. I think God really got some things planned for me for 2020. Thank y'all for listening today. I truly appreciate it. This is the stuff I really like to talk about. Your girl is went out. Peace out. Thank y'all again for watching. Right, I'm done. Bye.